Welcome back to episode 6 of Little Rock Ridge. Did you know, in my entire YouTube career so far, I've only asked you to subscribe once? I know, isn't that mental? But hey, seeing as this is only the second time I've ever asked, why not give that button a cheeky press? We're quickly approaching 2,000 subscribers, and wouldn't it be great if you were one of them? Definitely do not accidentally press the join button next to the subscribe button, that would be terrible. Can you imagine? So to be clear, don't, whatever you do, hit the join button by mistake, giving you access to things like an exclusive Discord chat, early access, and even having your own tiny name at the end of each episode. That would be awful. Anyway, now you've pressed the subscribe button, I can continue. This week, thanks to a suggestion by Squash Pickle in the Discord, I will be adding a hotel to Little Rock Ridge, whilst Wikz builds a lovely little coffee shop. Using this lovely vacant plot next to the car park, I began by making some terrain adjustments. I knew I wanted the hotel to sit above ground level, to make it look as grand as possible. If Disney has taught us anything, it's all about perspective. I created a nice smooth ramp and then flattened off the rest of the foundation. I built an accessible path down to ground level for our hotel entrance for guests. A hotel can't be a hotel without supplies. I added a service road joining to what will later also become the car park access. I used the castle flat roof pieces for the basis of what will become our porte cochere. Yes, I know fancy words. I wanted to give the impression that the hotel would have originally had a small car park by the entrance, but as the park expanded, it was pedestrianised and blocked off to traffic. I just used the rough concrete as a foundation and then blended it with the surrounding terrain. Next, it was time for a heckload of rock work. Gosh, I love rocks. A few buried shrubs really sell this retaining wall. Moving on to the hotel itself, I used the same materials as the entrance, either to indicate they were built at the same time or one influenced the other. I'll let you decide. When two items in Planet Coaster are clipping, this causes an effect called Z-fighting. Every day's a school day, right? To avoid this, simply move one of the pieces slightly. Easy peasy. As you'll know from my building tips video, I love some angles. Buildings are very rarely perfectly square after all. Next, I added some detailing in the form of beams, windows, doors, and pillars. After learning the correct pronunciation of pergola, I decided to build one. I then added some pitched roofs. To make the roof fit nicely, I made some adjustments to the edge of the building. For the two sides of the hotel that aren't guest facing, I figure they wouldn't be themed, and would likely be a bit drab. Save money where you can, eh? For the sections of flat roof in between the pitch, I just use rough concrete. These large attic rooms would likely be our luxury suites, and so I kept this in mind when connecting rooms to the in-game hotel. I continued the rock work around the remainder of the raised foundation. For the hotel park entrance, I went for a wooden ramp and then placed and connected the hotel itself. I used beams and planks to decorate the path and used wooden pillars for a custom handrail. For the upper level, I copied the same fence from the main entrance and then created some bollards using buried poles. To fill in this triangle, I did what any master builder does and threw in a bunch of foliage. I opened up a section of fence from the car park to allow guest access, but later added some more bollards to stop old Deirdre from driving the wrong way. Time for the fun part, decorating. I added some signage and then a bunch of Western clutter out front. For the lighting, I used a combination of iron square lamps and arm lights. Finally, I added some nice clear signage for the park's hotel entrance. With the Little Rock Hotel complete, it's time for our next collaborator. Wikz is a successful YouTuber, Twitch streamer, a legend builder and moderator in the Channel 5 gaming community, and runs his own Planet Coaster community called Club Wikz. Some of his creations include Dania, Hobbiton Zoo, and the ongoing saga that is Blackmire. All of Wix's many links can be found in the description. Unlike Blackmire, he actually managed to finish this build. Sick burn. Over to the man himself to talk us through his creation.
So yeah, Moomin, he came to me and he asked, hey, do you want to build a snow? No, he didn't ask that. He asked me to actually, if I could join him on his little collaboration project he has here. So of course I said, of course. And then came the thing that no DLC, no theme maker toolkit, and it has to be Western. See, this is a challenge, yeah, because I said to him, you know, Western, it's not really what I like to do, fair and square. But since it's been a while, I thought, you know what, why not? Let's just make a fun challenge out of this and see where it takes us. Because Western was some of the first things I built in this game. Actually, my first collection on the workshop was Western buildings, or cabins. I can't remember. Anyways, but yeah, I haven't built like just vanilla since, yeah, as I just mentioned, since we started the game pretty much. And I really love my clutter and all that, so that was a little bit of a thing to not be able to play so many things of in this project here. But nevertheless, it came out super great. I really like how the whole building sort of came alive the more I added to it, and also added it some interior and stuff inside as well, which unfortunately, since we are building sort of vanilla, we also can go old school style with having closed doors, so people just walk straight inside of a shop as well. So I'm sort of going a little old school today as well, I guess we can say that. But yeah, I decided to build this sort of reddish Western building here, which I'm super happy for. It turned out super great, and it works very well with the buildings and the surroundings that all the other creators and people in this series have been building so far. So super cool, super cool. Really happy for being part of this little project here, which in my eyes, when I looked around the park, seems to be quite interesting and quite something that will be epic as soon as it gets to the end of the series. So yeah, it was really fun to build stuff like this again. I kind of makes me want to do some more of this, since it was a good challenge. And you know what? If you just believe it, you know, you can always get something built. And my building was also heavily inspired by Red Dead Redemption 2 and stuff like that. So definitely took some inspirations from here and there. I wanted to start with another color, but it didn't really turn out, so I went with the reddish one. But yeah, I think my time is up. That was my 3 minutes, guys. I know, right? But anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for letting me be part of this serious movement. Take care, all.
And there we have it, a lovely western coffee shop and a hilltop hotel, complete with service road and hotel guest entrance from the park. Next week, the creative genius that is Furana will be adding not 1, but 2 shops to Little Rock Ridge. See you then. Say goodbye, Wikz.
Bye.